right, blessings, everyone. Okay, I hope you've been watching about what's been going on here concerning the Olympics of 2008, Beijing, Germany, what happened there in 1972. I hope you did a little bit of work on looking into 1936, because if not, I think you should, because it really gives you a strong idea of what was happening and how all of this was being built at that time and what happened in 1972 concerning the Olympics, turning that into a worship ground. It's a park now and it's for worship, but they're worshiping over the blood of 11 Israelis. Innocent blood was taken on those grounds that they worship to this day on. They have their auditoriums, they have their football fields, and they have their, baseball. That you, well, I'm just hoping that you've been following. But here, when that picture, that Google picture that Jonathan Kleck was talking about, being the vaccination would be the mark of the beast, or going that direction, or, he just opened it up. And I went a little further and I went down the road, and right where he said that the pyramid was, that he could see, that we couldn't see, but he's seen it. So I ended up going down that road as far as I could go, and that's where I found the dragon. And that's when I found all the sailboats, all meaning there was the white one Jonathan Kleck pointed out on the Google picture. And in the park where I found the dragon, I found a red and a black one. And the black one was engraved in the wood. It was in the wood. And there was 3 faces in that wood. Okay. And on the plaque it said cure. Dragon boat. The cure. And then it had the dragon tail. Okay. So now all of this has been happening, and the information that I've been receiving has been going on since that picture, right? Now, I'm going to leave it at that and tell you that this, what you're going to see here, is from Jonathan Kleck in 2018 when this was done. Now, I just found out about Beijing, okay? There was a sister who brought it to my attention to look in. I think it was the 2017 Olympics. I'm not sure of the year. It had something to do with the virus and these children, in the beds. So I went and I looked, and right away I went straight to 2008 Beijing. And to my surprise and astonishment, like, all I could do was just shake my head, and I knew right away what I was seeing was everything being put in front of me. So what I was seeing with the eye, God was showing me a different scenario. Like, I would be watching this young girl singing in a red dress, and then right away I'm looking at this little girl in the red coat, Schindler's List, the Holocaust, Germany. Okay. So then as you continue to watch, then you're seeing the kids carrying the flag, the Chinese flag, which is red. Okay, but there's no adults. Okay, there's no adults. There's no authority. Okay. And then when they go up to put the flag up, what did the children do? And only the children do this. Nobody in the auditorium do it in the stadium, but they salute the flag with a Hitler salute. And only the children do that. So right away, I'm going straight to the Denver airport and those murals. And this is what's being played out today. And that's going to be in another video. So here, I just want to focus in on Jonathan Kleck. And this is what he knew in 2008, what I'm finding out right now, what is being revealed to me today. Okay? So here we go.
We'll only have one shot. Let's wait till we can't possibly miss. What's happening? They're leaving. They're going away. Do you think they saw us loading the cannon and got scared off? Pirates scared off by one cannon and 3 people? Do you know what they're up to, Father? What's that? That? Oh, it's a quarantine flag. Warning that there's Black Death aboard. How did you know that? Well, I do a bit of reading too, you know. Come on, Fritz. Oh, do you know what they're up to, Father? What's that? That? Oh, it's a quarantine flag. Warning that there's Black Death aboard. How did you know that? Well, I do a bit of reading too, you know. Come on, Fritz.
I'll get to the most important part of that video right here. There you go. Let's just turn it down. There you go. That's what's up. Black plague, the black flag, the sign of the Black Death right on the kid, aka New Race of Beings. And thank you, Dave, for helping stitch together that video. That's awesome. Good job. Before I play the video, I want you guys to listen very carefully to me. Back then in 2013, I was doing these radio programs, and there was all these supernatural weird things happening with bells. And he had revealed the meaning of my name. Yahweh is given a bell ringer. And I was so taken aback by all the miracles that were happening. Every radio show, all this supernatural stuff was popping off. And I was like, what is going on? And I heard the Lord tell me, I want you to ring the bell. And I was like, I really didn't know what he meant. I was like, ring the bell. So what I do sometimes when I need to know, I'm like, what does that mean exactly, ring the bell? In this video, towards the end of the video, when it happens, I will stop the video and show you. I said, well, you're like, okay, I get it. There's bells ringing, bells, bells, bells. And I understand the message. You're telling me to ring the bell. What does that mean? So I did what I do sometimes. I cast a lot, and it said, expose, take the lid off, make obvious, show, make manifest. Well, since 2013, do you know the kind of data and information that the Lord has let me show and make manifest? He let me solve the riddle of everything. And I mean everything. Who we are, where we come from, what happens when we die, what happens if you don't get redeemed. He's let me solve everything. Who our masters are, why, all of it. It's solved. In 2013, I didn't know all the stuff I know now. So, in this video you're going to watch, imagine you're me back then. And I'm like, what is all this ring the bell stuff, man? What's going on? And then he shows me, blow the lid off, expose, show everybody. Well, that's all I've been doing since 2013. Now when you watch this video, remember, I'm supposed to go out there and ring a bell that means the end, like everyone's about to go die. Remember that. So I'm supposed to go ring a bell. That means it's like shooting the gun at the beginning of the track meet. Once that gun shoots, that's when it all starts. I don't know. I guess when I go ring the bell, maybe I ring it, post a video. Maybe that's when all hell breaks loose. I guess. I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm just acting on faith. So, after my prayer for me to see this video, let me show you what the title of this video is. Imagine this. Hang on one sec. Okay, look at what the title of this video is. Ring the bell confirmation. Be at peace. It was November 22nd, and that guy 22. Hell is my father. Ring the bell confirmation. Be at peace. It was November 22nd, and that guy 22. Hell is my father. Ring the bell confirmation. Be at peace. It was November 22nd, and that guy 22. Hell is my father. Ring the bell confirmation. Be at peace. It was November 22nd, and that guy 22. Hell is my father. November. Wow. Now watch the video. Now we're going to watch the video. Okay? And then I'm going to give you a couple more confirmations. I've been told to ring the bell. It's coming. I guarantee it. I haven't been told to go ring it right now. Or the other day, I was told you will be told when to go ring that bell. See my whole body just quiver like that? Yep. Okay, here we go. So let's watch, huh? See my whole body just quiver like that? See my whole body just quiver like that? Yep. Okay, here we go. So let's watch, huh? I'm just going to give you a testimony of some things that have been happening, and I'm going to try and explain it to you. You must understand. There are so many circumstances that are involved in this particular testimony that it couldn't have happened any other way. And you're just going to have to bear with me and go along while I take you on a little ride. And we're going to just try and build a story for you of what happened so you can decide for yourself what it means. Okay, I do a radio show every night of the week. For the past month and a half, every night has had a supernatural set of circumstances happen. It's been ongoing. It hasn't stopped for a month and a half. Last night's show, we were talking about Isaiah 26, and we were talking about being at peace, and the Lord keeps putting it on my heart to tell everybody.
Okay, wait a minute. This is not the video that I wanted to show you here. It's the same one, but hold on.
Let's just keep going. So I've been helping him. So here's the thing. Normally they give this presentation within his school in the auditorium. Every other year, this is a yearly thing for this school. This year is the first year they've ever moved it. And they moved it to a church called Calvary Chapel. And so that's where they were going to have it this year. Okay, another circumstance. Okay, this morning I told my son I'm going to take you to school early, and I'm going to get there so I can help you carry in this trifold poster board, a shoebox with all these items in it, and all this work that has to be presented. He couldn't carry it himself. But as I pulled up to the school, one of the portable buildings where this class is held, the lights were off, and the teacher was obviously not there. The doors were shut. So as I pulled down the street, on the corner was a crossing guard, and one of the teachers that teaches this class was standing on the street. This is another circumstance. I rolled down the window. I said, "Where is Miss Hernandez?" And she said, "She's already over at the auditorium." And I said, "Well, my son's stuff is in here. I need to unload it." And she goes, "Well, you can take it over there if you like. That's where everybody else's stuff already is." Another circumstance. So I go race over to this auditorium. I drop off the stuff, and I bring my son, and I drop him back off at school. And I tell my son, "I'm going to go wait for you at the auditorium and get a picture of you with your stuff," okay? And so This is another circumstance. Okay, here we go. The Lord has waited on my heart over the last month and a half, and I know you YouTube people don't come to listen to the radio, and I'm really sorry you don't, because it's been unbelievable supernatural the past month and a half. So I went back over to the church auditorium. As I got out of the car, I walked up to the door. These bells started ringing.
Adam. Look at that, eh?
After the bells rang, I took out my phone and I recorded it on my iPhone. I had no idea that it was playing a song. It just was church bells, and I thought, wow, that's crazy. The Lord just keeps telling me to ring the bell, and here more bells are going off, and I thought it was really strange. And so I walked into the auditorium, and then there was a little handbell, and I looked at the handbell, and I went, that's kind of weird too, you know? What are the odds? And then I asked the teacher, what's the bell for? And she said, well, we ring it to change, you know, things that we're doing. I said, okay. And then over where all the kids are up on the stage is this giant painting of Jesus.
Okay.
Standing in space, looking at the whole earth like he's standing ready to judge the earth.
Okay. All right. Now, if you look at the earth, you can see the clouds and they swirl like, you know, that swirling of the, right here. And there's the dot. Starts here, goes around and around and around and around, right? Okay, that's one. Now we understand what red means and what it represents, and that's Adam. And here we have Jesus. This is their Jesus, the image of what they perceive Jesus to look like or would look like as a man. But I'd like you to stay focused just below the shoulder blades of this image, okay? And what I'm seeing here, I'm hoping that you see the same, that there's like a horn, a bent horn. As you go down, you can start seeing the face, and it's so clear to me where you can see where if you follow the blood here, what's supposed to be blood, is the eye, then you see the nose. You can even go down, see the lips, the chin. I mean, it's there to be seen. As you go down and you follow the red, you would look like an arm that is being, you know, folded here. Okay? So you have two images in the one. You've got this demon, beast, God thing, right, with the image of Jesus. It's no different than what was in the church there, you know, the Vatican, I believe. Oh, I don't know where it was, but you know what I mean. He, you know, the reptilian Jesus there, okay, with all the bones, the bells, the bones. So here you have, this is what I see. So you've got the 2 in 1 here, and then you also got this here too, with the staircase here with the, you know, and the clouds, the covering. Okay. Wow.
Even knows about this pandemic that's sweeping the world. Is he practicing social distancing or not? We shall find out, hopefully. And on the way, I'm going to stop off at a few historical places and, yeah, maybe we can learn a thing or two. So join me, if you fancy it, on a road trip across Belarus. I'm walking through what was once the village of Khatin. In March of 43, in retaliation for a partisan attack on a German convoy, the fascist invaders came to the village, locked over 180 people into a barn, poured petrol on it and set it on fire. People who tried to escape were machine gunned to death. 75 children died inside that barn along with their parents and grandparents. Afterwards, the village was wiped off the face of the map. The site of every former house in what was Khatin is now represented by these concrete foundations. And inside, we can see the names and the ages of the people who died inside. Albert, 15, Stasia, 12, Dominique, 7, Renia, 6, Tsepa, 4, and Music, 2. Of course, it wasn't just Khatin that suffered such a fate. Over 5,000 villages and settlements in Belarus were wiped off the face of the map, burnt down and destroyed by the Germans under the occupation. By the end of the war, over 2 million Belarusians had been killed. Here are some of the names of the villages. A reminder, as though any was needed, of just how much Belarus and the Belarusian people have suffered over the centuries at the hands of greater powers.
If thou shalt say in thy heart, these nations are more than I, how can I dispose them? Then thou shalt not be afraid of them, but shalt well remember what the Lord thy God did unto Pharaoh and unto Egypt.
I'll get to the most important part of that video right here. There you go. Let's just turn it down. There you go. That's what's up. Black plague, the black flag, the sign of the Black Death right on the kid, aka new race of beings. And thank you, Dave, for helping stitch together that video. That's awesome. Good job. Told you. Now go watch Celine Dion's commercial. Child of heaven, have I not said you are gods and earth, but you shall die like men. Child of heaven, gods, die like men, earth. Told you. They're just manifesting now in everything. It's all over the place. Turn on your TV. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay, guys, I've got so much data, man. I guess maybe I should just do data videos, because the end is coming, you know what I mean? The end is really close. Oh, I'm going to do just data videos and whatever pops up, but let me show you something really disturbing, too. Let's see if that picture's in here. What's that?
What's that? That? Oh, that's a quarantine flag.
What's that? Ring the bell confirmation. Be at peace. It was November 22nd, in that grade 22. I lost my father. It was November 22nd, in that grade 22. I lost my father. It was November 22nd, in that grade 22. I lost my father.
A true prophet of Baal. No fear, be love, and give hope. I take no credit for this. This is all the Holy Spirit, being moved by the Holy Spirit and trusting in Jesus, holding on to the truth that was taught to me as a child and not letting go. No fear. Be love and give hope. God bless you all. Stay in His peace.